Okay, so this is a Lowrance fish finder hds5. A friend of mine at work said the enter button does not work anymore. I have already confirmed that it doesn't. I've already also taken it apart and fixed it, but that's what this video is about. Yeah. So it was quite a pain to open this thing. It took nearly an hour just to get inside of it, and I'm not really sure why exactly. There wasn't actually any glue along these edges or anything. At one point I thought there was glue, but it wasn't there. It was just really tough to open. The plastic had like really sealed itself together. Now, I resealed it with RTV, room temperature vulcanization. I think that's what that stands for. At least that's what my dad said it stood for. I did damage the case a little bit here and here, which I'm not happy about. I probably don't know what I could have done different. I was going to damage it somehow, because it was really, really tough to get into. It was no joke. Anyway, that's what the following video is about. How I fixed it and what I did. get this thing working. I'm assuming this thing runs at 12 volts because it's made for a boat. This is a fish finder. Probably haven't mentioned that yet because the audio in the other videos was unusable. I got it open the other day, but I haven't turned it on yet. So, yeah, I've just got one bolt in it for now just to keep the case on it. But I'm going to go ahead and try and get this sucker to turn on. Now, earlier I had gone through and tested the pins, and I know for a fact that this is the ground pin here. I know that that pin is the ground, and I'm assuming that the other big fat pin is the power. Luckily they put a power data silk screen there so I can read it. Yeah, so that's power, that's probably ground. Let's see if I can get a connection that I'm somewhat happy with. Well, that's not a good sign. Something's wrong with the touchscreen. You know, I didn't notice that earlier, but there is some corrosion down in this E-net port. There is some corrosion down in there. Nothing anything else, probably because these were all connected. I'm gonna guess that this one wasn't connected. Well, that's unfortunate that it didn't work. Let's pop it open. See if maybe I forgot something. Maybe there's a connection somewhere. These both look pretty good, but I mean that's where. Oh, that's not all the way down. Yeah, look at that. Maybe that's it. Yeah, there we go. High definition sonar, I'm guessing. Brightness minimum. Ah, max. I'll take that. And there's the problem. You said the enter button. did not work. And he's certainly correct about that, although apparently I can reject it. So he's correct. The enter button definitely does not do anything. Currently, why? Feels really good, really solid. Let's see if we can take it apart and figure it out. I wonder if we can hook a mouse or something up to this. Okay, time to turn it back off. And we know we can power it out now. Turn it back off and see what we get. Yeah, the button actually has a really nice click to it, so I don't think that it's a physical problem. Mechanical problem. I guess I had this open the other day, and I obviously didn't tighten down those screws, but I was going to take it apart anyway, so don't yell at me. What was I saying? I was saying something. Let's go ahead and take all these back apart. I should only put 2 or 3 of these on. So yeah, I had this thing apart the other day, and you know, I had all these screws out and whatnot, and I looked at the dome button and all of that, and they looked about perfect. Don't see any problems. But I know that it's a multi-layer board, which is going to be difficult for me to see if the button's actually working or not. There doesn't appear to be any software issues. It turns on just fine, and it wants you to accept the license, or wants you to accept the waiver, or whatever you want to call it. They call those things just a warning. We call it a warning. I'm gonna say. That took me a while to come up with that. Sometimes when I'm concentrating, I don't really, I should have taken that off first. I don't really think about what I'm saying. It'd be awesome if I could take that off, but I don't know that I should. Seems like this is just glued down. It's just to hold these things in place. Gotta be an electrical connection fault. The thing works perfectly otherwise. I don't have an X-Acto knife. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Well, unfortunately, I don't see how that could be a mechanical error either. So the trace is good too. Well, what the hell? Well, we found out where the inputs go. The button is working. Well, okay, the button works. Where do we move on from here? Let's put it back together. Obviously, we're gonna fix that later. If I can get it to work, we'll fix it. Right now, I'm just gonna put it back in there and see if for some reason it works now. We've confirmed that we got the button input. Hopefully it's not a software problem. Could be, I mean, I can trace the button all the way back to the chip. That's not good. Ah. It works. I wonder what was the problem. Okay, so now we have to figure out how to make sure that's permanent. Cool. Fixed it. Obviously wasn't getting that input. Okay. I'm gonna take it apart and make sure that fixes permanent. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out what to do about it. Let's see if I solder that down. Yeah, I could solder it in a couple places. And then that'll be permanent. And then I just have to reglue the top. I feel like Hammond in the... What's his name? Who was the old guy in Jurassic Park? Was that Hammond? I feel like I'm watching that egg. Come on. Come on, little. You can do it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Make movies like that. Parts are horrible. So I probably should have verified that I do not have a T8. These are all T8s. But this T9 works well enough. Luckily they all had the same size screws. Man, there's it's usually when you take apart electronics and we got different size screws everywhere. I really like the build quality of this thing. It's super nice. They did a great job building it. It's super expensive. I think this is $1,300. You can buy a broken one that doesn't work at all for $100. So $1,300, you get what you pay for out of it, I think. it's weird that that enter button went out. I never even found the fault. Like, I literally just took it apart and put it back together, is what it looked like. I didn't figure it out. So, there was really no good reason why it didn't work. There's nothing I could, like, point to and be like, oh, well, that was a broken trace. Nothing. Just cut the dome button out and look at it, and that was it. Suppose I gotta go out to the garage for this. Do a light amount of tightening, and then 15-20 minutes later you do more. That's the way I do it in automotive anyway. So when I find out I'm missing one, that'll be some bullshit, right, Tim? So not, that's not. That should keep it waterproof, Tim. One more time. Hopefully. It'd be a real shame if it didn't work now. Come on, boot. Enter still works. Swan Island Pier Seed Light. Wow, gives you a lot of information when you're over the water. What is point one? Yeah, there's a lot of nautical information. Just gonna shut it down. I'm really not happy with how the RTV turned out. I wish it was a little better. I could have used black RTV. All I had was red. Honestly, I thought the red was gonna look good, but no, guess not. Cool.